There are estimated to be anywhere from 8 million to 20 million illegal aliens in our country, with thousands crossing the borders every month, placing a serious burden on our economy, our schools, our hospitals, and our law enforcement. These illegal aliens have a staunch ally in Dennis Kucinich. Dennis is vehemently opposed to calling these lawbreakers illegal.
Do you support driver's licenses for illegal immigrants? Congressman Kucinich.
I take issue with your description of people being illegal immigrants. There aren't any illegal human beings. That's number one.
Naturally, the illegal immigrants are quick to recognize that they have a friend in Washington, D.C. They often echo the very words of Kucinich in their protests against our government. When Kucinich advocates giving illegal immigrants driver's license, the illegals become emboldened and begin demanding the same thing. When Governor Brewer of Arizona initiated a law to try to protect her state against illegal immigration, Kucinich immediately attacked Governor Brewer's policy.
The policies that are happening right now, that we've seen announced over the weekend even, represent a destruction of the spirit of democracy. They represent a turning away from the spirit that is represented by the Statue of Liberty.
Illegals listen closely to Kucinich's rhetoric and feel comfortable defying our laws knowing they have politicians on their side. With arms wide open, Dennis Kucinich has voted in favor of giving illegal aliens further rewards and other incentives to come to this country. He voted for amnesty for illegal aliens, in-state tuition for illegals, educational benefits, welfare, and health care services. Although these people are in this country illegally, he criticizes his opponents in our government for not providing them with free health care paid for by the taxpayers.
These are people who have no common sense about how do you handle a matter where you have 8 million people or more who are without documentation. This is why in my health care plan, you don't need to have a social security number. We need to make sure that people who are here as part of a community, we find a way to make the connection.
Kucinich was a co-sponsor of H.R. 500, which would have given legal status to all illegal immigrants living in the U.S. for 5 years.
But for those officials who point their fingers and try to say, illegal aliens, I know, humanos ilegales, there's no illegal human beings. These are people who have dignity. These are people who have spirits and hearts and souls. Do not crush them. Do not look down on them.
Kucinich's attitude and public display of contempt for our efforts to curb illegal immigration has continued to encourage illegals to openly defy our laws and the authority of law enforcement. Illegal immigrants are becoming more and more defiant in their attitude, fed in part by the support shown by Dennis Kucinich. And yet, Dennis continues with his rhetoric.
We need a humane immigration policy, not that treats people as illegal human beings. There aren't any illegal human beings.
And the illegal aliens become more defiant. They are claiming that the United States is their land. They are insisting on free health care, jobs, and claiming that our country owes them. They threaten to do harm to our citizens unless we comply with their demands. Oblivious to the problem he is helping to create, Kucinich continues to condone the illegal actions of millions of people who are in our country illegally.
When we have a policy in this country which attacks immigrants, who are we attacking? Ourselves. And so we must replace the self-hatred with self-love. We must remember where we came from. And when we remember where we came from, we then become one with the aspirations that brought people here.
The ideas that Dennis Kucinich has about illegal immigration are dangerous ones. He has emboldened and encouraged further illegal activity by millions of foreigners who have decided to ignore our laws. It's time to dump Dennis.